Hello viewers, welcome on our video today. Today we are looking at who is Maina Njenga and why he has become a nightmare to the current Kenya Kwanza government.
And I want to promise you, mambo ya Mungiki haiwezi kurudi Kenya hii. Tunajua hasara ambayo imetupatia. Tunajua vile vijana wetu wameangaishwa na haya mambo ya Mungiki. Haiwezekani. We cannot accept that in this day and age, we have people who want to circumcise women, who want to engage in drug abuse, who want to engage in matters of, illegal taxing of citizens. That will not happen in Kenya, and it will not happen. Sijui kama tunaelewana. So wale wanajaribu kutuletea hiyo kasumba, ati wako na mpango ya kuleta mambo ya Mungiki kurudisha hapa, ati ndio watumie kwa mambo ya siasa. Wapange mambo ya sera, wakutane na sisi kwa mpango ya sera. Wawache mambo ya fujo, wawache mambo ya kulete mambo ambayo yanaturudisha nyuma kama taifa.
Before we venture in, kindly subscribe to our channel. Please like this video. We also request you to leave a comment for us and other viewers. Thank you so much. Now guys, let us venture in understanding who is Maina Njenga. Born on January 2nd, 1969, in Laikipia County, Maina Njenga was the fourth child of 8 children and the second son of Stephen Kamunya Nyoroge and Margaret Wangui. Maina spent his childhood in Laikipia West and attended Olangarua Primary School until 1984. He then proceeded to Ortum Secondary School in West Pokot. Maina Njenga's influence in early age, mobilizing youth to meet former President Daniel Arap Moi and actively participating in local politics in the early 1990s. During this period, Njenga mobilized youths to worship facing Mount Kenya, quickly gaining a significant number of followers due to the group's rebellious nature. This is how Njenga established the Mungiki sect. Mungiki means a united people or multitude in the Kikuyu language. However, Jenga fell out with the late president after some members of the sect began engaging in criminal activities. He initially identified himself as the leader of the sect, but renounced it in 2002 when the government proscribed the group and launched a crackdown on its members. Njenga was first jailed in 2007 for drug and firearms possession. He was released, but was later rearrested and charged with dozens of murders carried out in Nyeri. In 2007, Njenga was jailed for 3 years for illegal possession of firearms. He was also sentenced to a 5-year jail term for murder charges, although he did not serve the full 8 years. In October 2009, Maina was released by the Nyeri County High Court after Attorney General Amos Waco entered a nolle prosequi, termination of legal proceedings by the Attorney General, when Maina threatened to release a dossier implicating senior government officials in various scandals. Shortly after his release, Maina went to Bishop Margaret Wanjiru's Jesus is Alive Ministries Church, where he confessed salvation. Njenga has since developed political affiliations with several high-ranking politicians, which has also seen him emerge as an influential figure in the local political landscape, particularly in the central region. He also has a close relationship with former Prime Minister Raila Odinga. After his release from prison, Maina has been intermittently involved in politics until 2017, when he fully emerged as a candidate for the Laikipia senatorial seat twice. In 2017, he contested the seat under the Jubilee Party ticket, although he did not win, citing integrity issues during electoral process. He then moved to the Kenya African National Union, KANU, where he received a ticket to vie for the seat but lost. In the 2022 general elections, Njenga made another attempt at the seat but lost to John Kinyua. Maina Njenga married Virginia, who was murdered in 2009 when Njenga was still in prison. Njenga later married Grace Weremu, who was also murdered in 2014 by gunmen during an attack while they were traveling. Njenga has since kept his family under wraps, with little known about his children and current wife. Njenga is estimated to be worth Kenya shillings 2 billion, with properties spread in Nairobi and parts of central Kenya. Jenga has more than 7 luxurious homes spread across Laikipia, Nyandarua, and Nairobi. In Nairobi, he owns homes in Lavington and Karen Estates, which are worth millions. He also has properties in Nakuru and Ongata Rongai. Maina Njenga, currently, he is gaining huge following in Central Region after he started increasing his political activities in the region, and after Kenya, Kwanza leaders have failed to fulfill promises they made to hustlers in the Mount Kenya region. Njenga has addressed public meetings attended by thousands of youthful followers across Central Region. On October 1st, he joined elected leaders at Ruiru Stadium, where Kikuyu artist Jose Gatutura was conducting a talent search. The former Mungiki leader, who has had run-ins with security agents in the recent past, received a heroic welcome and led a Mau Mau song. Some weeks later, he joined Nyeri tycoon Thuo Mathenge during the Kikuyu Men Conference, KMC, at Kimorori, Kanol Town, the gateway of Mount Kenya region, where they agreed to establish village cells to promote hegemonic masculinity in the community. Njenga presided over the event attended by more than 2,000 youth, where Mathenge, dressed in Kikuyu traditional regalia, Giti, addressed the conference, tasked to bring together all Kikuyu leaders. Interestingly, among the leaders supposed to be reconciled by the group are former President Uhuru Kenyatta and Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua. There is no love lost between Gachagua and Njenga, who he recently referred to as a leader of a proscribed criminal group. The Kikuyu Men Conference resolved to establish cells in every village comprising 12 elders and youth tasked with teaching children the Ajikuyu culture every Sunday. We shall establish county coordination offices of the KMC and hold regular Kikuyu men conferences in different counties so that men can take their rightful positions as head of the family and leaders of our nation to be our brother's keeper, a man for a man for a boy, and a man for the community, part of resolutions read. He claimed he had the blessings of the former president, who promised to join unity and prosperity meetings. During the meeting, entrepreneurs and motivational speakers led by Dr. Paul Kibicho addressed the youth on job creation, innovation, and entrepreneurship. Some weeks later, Njenga attended a Thanksgiving of former broadcaster Waithira Muithurania at Ruiru, where his supporters demanded he address them, but booed East African Legislative Assembly MP Kanini Kega. It took the former Mungiki leader's intervention to calm the crowd and appealed to them to listen to Kega as elections were over and it was time for the community to forge ahead. He challenged Mount Kenya residents to accept their choice of government and support it. Njenga's increased public appearances started after his woes with the state 4 months ago when 3 of his homes were raided by security agents, and DCI boss Mohammed Amin would later claim 2 firearms and over 90 rolls of bang were recovered. He was later taken to court and charged. 3 weeks ago, he claimed to have been abducted and later released at night and offered fare to go home.
We have heard your fear and concern, and genuinely so, about the revival of that criminal gang. Let me assure you, the people of this region and the country, and indeed everybody, that the government will not allow the revival of that criminal gang. It will not happen. I want to take this opportunity to appeal to our young people, to church leaders and elders. Please talk to our children. That person who is reviving this gang is setting our children to be killed. And since the government will not allow, I want to ask parents to talk to your boys. I want to ask our leaders to talk to their children, not to allow to be misused and set for trouble. Because the truth of the matter is that that gang will not be allowed, and any attempt to recreate their activities will be met with swift, decisive action within the law. And it will not happen. There is no way this government can allow that gang to threaten our women, to rape our children, to extort money from business people, to sell fear to farmers, and those activities they were doing those years. They beheaded people, they raped young girls, they defiled children, they extorted money from everybody, they captured the matatu industry and controlled it. And the truth of the matter, Wamatangi, the way you have put it well, Governor, it is a few people using poor people, taking advantage of being jobless. That sect leader is the one, the money was being collected by young boys, and they take all the money to him. As we speak today, he has 9 homes in this country. In Lavington, in Kitengela, in Nyahururu, posh homes. Hao vijana wanaokota pesa kwa watu wanampelekea. These are children of poor people. They take advantage that they are jobless, they are helpless. I want from Thika to talk to our young people from this region. Please, please, as your leader, I beseech you, I beg you, don't be misled to start those activities, because the government will not allow you even for a day. And it will be rough, I can tell you, because that criminal gang cannot be allowed anywhere in this country any day.
His latest overtures are being watched keenly in a region that bore the brunt of the police crackdown on Mungiki adherents, where hundreds of youth became victims of extrajudicial killings, while some members were associated with orgies of bloodletting. According to Muranga Bishop's Forum Chairman Stephen Maina, churches have risen to protect the youth following questions about why women and other stakeholders have been left out of the initiative. It's suspicious, and that is why we seek to raise awareness among our youth to join the church cells for counseling, unity, and prayer sessions, since we read ulterior motives in the grouping, said the prelate. The church has also embarked on a charm offensive to the youth, announcing male circumcision in December, even as elders maintain the church should spread the gospel and not engage in cultural affairs. A security expert, Esau Kioni, who is a former spy, has raised questions over the grouping led by Jenga, wondering why he was seeking unity of elected leaders on the basis of Ajikuyu culture and not through a political party. Mount Kenya is not suffering from cultural knowledge deficit, but lacks political unity, and therefore the formation of a common political party in consultations with political leaders should be the emphasis, not culture, he said. Through a formidable political party, Kioni said, the leaders would attract respect from outside forces and protect the community leaders from state punishment. Here are the reasons why Maina Njenga has been colliding with Gachagua and Kenya Kwanza leaders. Njenga said that he had no issue with Gachagua, contrary to claims. Have heard the deputy president talk about me a lot. I have no problem with him. He is the deputy president of the Republic of Kenya, he said at Spice FM. The former Laikipia senatorial aspirant also clarified that he had no intention of becoming the Mount Kenya kingpin. They claim I want to be the kingpin of Mount Kenya. I don't think I'm interested in that position. I'm past that, Njenga noted. DP Gachagua has been publicly going after Maina Njenga, accusing him of attempting to return Mungiki. In May, Maina Njenga was summoned by detectives, grilled and warned against any attempts to revive the outlawed criminal gang. Giving the resounding warning, Gachagua said the government will not allow such groups that are aimed to cause mayhem in the country to exist. He said it is the responsibility of the government to take necessary measures within the law to ensure the safety and security of every Kenyan. Any attempt to recreate the gangs will be met with swift and decisive action within the law. We want to assure the people of central Kenya and the country that the government will not allow the revival of criminal.
Munajua mwaka wa 2003, 4 and 5 tulikuwa na ile kikundi haramu ilikuwa inahangaisha mama. Wanashika kina mama wetu, wanafanyia tabia ambazo siwezi taja hapa mbele ya watu. Wanaumiza wasichana wetu, wanaumiza watoto, wanaangaisha wafanyabiashara, wanaenda kufanya station kwa matatu. Hivi karibuni walikuwa wamejaribu kuamuka. Yule kiongozi wao alikuwa anapakwa mafuta, anapelekwa kwa TV, anapelekwa kwa TP suit, anapakwa powder, ati tuweze kukubali yeye kama kiongozi. Na mimi niseme, nataka kuuliza vijana wetu hapa, msikuje kuingizwa kwa hizo vikundi haramu ambaye ni ya kugeuka sheria, ni ya kuja kufanya madhara kwa wamama wetu na wafanyabiashara wetu. I want to ask our young people not to allow themselves to be misused by people who want to revive that criminal gang and recruit our young people and cheat them. Walikuwa wanafanya demand conference na ni mambo ya kujaribu kuleta vijana wawapeleke kwa hiyo barabara ambaye serikali haiwezi kubalia hizo kurudi. And I'm happy that our young people in this region wamekataa hiyo maneno. Ningetaka kuuliza nyinyi muendelee kuheshimu sheria zetu, kufuata sheria, na sisi kama serikali tungangane, tutafutie nyinyi kazi, tutafutie nyinyi biashara, tutengeneze mambo ya ukulima, and we see what we can do for our young population.
Speaking on Citizen Show JKL, Jenga dismissed reports saying that he does not see eye to eye with President William Ruto's second-in-command, whom he seemingly acknowledged as a son of Mau Mau, just like himself. Maina said that he had no problem with the DP. The DP says he is a son of Mau Mau, and I'm also a son of Mau Mau, so we need all the sons of Mau Mau to come and meet. Jenga says that invitations for the same have been extended to Gachagua and former President Uhuru Kenyatta. He said that he has been talking to the Council of Elders, the Kiama, and all the other leaders, and we will write to governors, senators, MPs, and MCAs from all the Mount Kenya regions. The purpose is to thank God for how far He has brought us. Maina said that the reason for choosing Nyeri County for the meeting is because it is somehow in the center of our mountain and everything Mount Kenya related. Nyeri County is also home to many heroes like Dedan Kimathi, Mwai Kibaki, and Wangari Maathai, among others. When asked by show host Jeff Koinange whether he would invite President Ruto to the event, Njenga noted that the head of state might feel out of place at the function owing to his ethnicity. We have come to an end of our video today. We take this opportunity to remind you to subscribe to our channel if you have not yet subscribed. Please like this video and leave us a comment. Thank you so much. Let us meet in our next very interesting video. Goodbye.